It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography.
Alright, let's quickly go over streaming before the thunderstorm comes up and messes up the audio even more than it is. So yeah, yesterday I released 0.3.0 with the streaming feature that I'm gonna show today. So you can jump into the changelog again. There's a boatload of new tools. So the most important one is gonna be the DK server. The other ones I'm gonna, like this one is in the background. This one sort of as well. This one and this one I will show. So DK link, DK mount, and DK server. All right. Let's start with DK link because that's needed for DK server to work. And yeah, let's jump into the root directory again. Just open up a console. You can actually fire this up from anywhere. I can even go to home and then just DK list, actually DK link. And you can see there's a SRV directory for server because that's the server stuff a client is gonna see. You may be familiar with those capitalized directories from your PS3, from your custom firmware PS3. That is. So yeah, what this did is it looked for like covers, and it's also gonna warn you if there's no cover. It's not gonna error out, but yeah, it's gonna warn you. So it's better to have covers. You're gonna see why in a bit. I added some new ISOs here, some dummies as well. Here, just because I noticed this link to doesn't work without these directories present. Gotta fix that. And after that, it's gonna add entries to a binary like list for the DK launch, which is gonna be on the PS3 in just a bit. Okay. So yeah, you got covers. It's converted them to the size it determines for the medium. These ones are now a bit squished. I gotta check for the proportions for the covers to just either go for DVD size or Blu-ray size, even on Blu-rays, because some Blu-rays also shipped in something with proportions of a DVD, like here, these like 3-disc editions, shipped with CD, DVD, and Blu-ray. Anyhow, so yeah, here are the actual covers that the PS3 is gonna use. This is like a raw format just so it kind of dumps them to the frame buffer sort of instantly. It's sort of bound to your to the hard drive, or better even an SSD. So yeah, these are gonna be copied over in just a bit, and that is pretty much it for this. And now let's look at the PS3 side of things before we go further. So you can just download this one, open this up, and it's gonna have like a structure of your PS3. So it's also licenses. This is derived from S-Launch in that case. Just read it up. So yeah, dev HDD0. It's gonna be on your PS3. There's gonna be a directory disk Kuraudo with like a background image, which is the default. You can just replace that if you want. And down here, we're gonna replace S-Launch with the Webman S-Launch. So yeah, this all is based on Webman. You need to have Webman or Webman mod in that case installed on your PS3, on your custom firmware PS3, or I guess it works on hybrid firmware as well, even though I'm not sure. I've never looked into hybrid firmware. I'm happy with my custom ones. So currently it's kind of a bit tedious to install, so I'm gonna work on an installer sooner or later. Okay, I already got this because I tested this earlier, but I just delete that, and I just updated Webman, the newest version, and here's the S launch, just like in the directory here. So def hdd0 temp vmres. I don't like this pathing. That's why I kind of put my directory to the root, whatever. So yeah, we can just carry this over. We can overwrite, or let's rather, if you want to play around both, webman mod. Let's just rename it instead, and then copy this over. So now this is gonna be called whenever I fire this up. Okay, let's go to the root directory of the hard drive, and then we're just gonna copy this to the hard drive. So it's gonna find the cover, like the background image, and now that we have this DK list, you can put it over here. Either we drag it. What's also possible is we can DK PS3 IP equals this, in that case, in my case, and it's gonna copy it over from this from this command. As you can see here, it pings if the PlayStation 3 is available, and it expects like the web FTP server to be running, which is on by default on Webman or Webman mod. And yeah, it's gonna basically copy that over. So let's just refresh this directory here, and it's there. Technically I want this to be done for the covers as well, but this is subject to change. Like I am planning to fuse all these covers together into one binary, just to even improve the performance a bit more by not having this overhead of many files and just have this one file with offsets. So anyway, for covers, you just copy this over. There's a covers directory which is gonna be read out, and the list is saved here. Okay. So far so good. Let's jump over to the PS3. That is, by the way, running. In case you're wondering. Let's just somehow this got frozen. Okay. Let's put this to the top right. Let's also put my OBS to the top right so I can play around. So I think everything's fine still. Okay. So PS3 side of things. Checking if audio is working. It is. Okay. So yeah, to invoke this S launch, or like my DK launch in that case, it's just L1 plus L2 plus R2, and it's gonna be fired up. And this is how it looks on my end. It's basically pure covers, and that's why I said earlier you better have covers for this, because otherwise these empty ones, you're not gonna know what these are essentially. I mean, you can press X and then it's gonna show up a message in the XMB, but in general it's better to have the covers. That's one way of me to force people to not be lazy and add covers to their like discs. Though I will add an option sooner or later to like get at least like the tags, or like, yeah, the base name of this of a disk in that case, because sometimes there's multiple disks and you want to know which one and so on. So something like press select or some other button to show what I am currently hovering over. So this is page 2 in that case. There's also an empty cover. So no idea what that is. May as well be the dummy, one of the dummies I put there. Okay. Let's have this running. So let's put things to the bottom left so we can see them. As you can see here, this is the server directory. This is gonna be the one we're gonna point the DK server to. So yeah, all these ISOs are linked in that case, just so they have like a flat directory structure, and it's nothing too complicated for the PS3 to have like 10 subdirectories or whatever. So it's just gonna be simple. Right. So we can fire up the server now, DK server, and just hit it with the DK server directory. And yeah, it's now waiting for the client on port this. And right, we need to actually also do something. Maybe this got overwritten by the update. Let's double check. You need to obviously set up your server IP in the webman settings. I used to always miss this, but here at the top left, there's where you need to click. Just double check. You see this? Okay. I hope the resolution is good enough. So here's my server. It even took over. It didn't overwrite the settings. That's good. So this is my main rig PC I'm streaming from right now, and here's the port. It's just boobs with S in hex, in lead speak, whatever. The usual one is with Z, I guess, the 3 being a Z or something. So you just need to set this up, and then you can already stream your stuff. So let's hit it with like a Blu-ray here in that case. Come on, okay. Which one did I want? I think this one. And then you can see this one says serving disk image, and so on. And here I enabled some debug information which is not in the release. Actually, I just enabled this for this video. It's interesting to see how this like works a bit, like as you will see here. So you can see at which offset which bytes are sent around, and so this works. Capture everything. This is a bit loud. Reduce it a bit. So I'm just gonna hit square for main menu, and then just go ahead and let this play. Menu. So that's a good thing. You have the full menu and everything, all the extras with those disks, which is really like missing with today's streaming services. So I'm just gonna go here, and there's like some nice spot with some classic hard style that I'm gonna run for a couple minutes, and hoping this is not gonna get copyright striked. Right here. Let's make it a bit louder again. I can't even hear this because I'm not plugged in, but hoping you can. And yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Audio track 2 is actually like lossless. Look at that bitrate go. 3 plus Mbits per second audio bitrate. Surround sound, lossless in that case. And yeah, pretty good quality in here. I kinda love it. Like these Blu-rays come with such a good quality, which you even don't get quite with streaming. Where it's, I don't know where it's capped, like for 1080p content. I guess it's like not even 10 megabits or around that maybe, which is really not quite up to Blu-rays in my opinion. So why do I sell this as something special? So this was in fact possible since 2017 when DMK released this like PS3 net server and S-Launch and also the original Redman and so on. So technically this is nothing special. What's so special about my thing here? I'm gonna show this now. I added some extra features currently for DVDs, so let's get out of here. So I'm gonna show you some features for DVDs. I may be able to do them for Blu-rays, something similar for Blu-rays, but we'll see about that. Okay, let me just fire up that menu again. Sometimes it gets stuck a bit. Okay, just gonna hit this. This doesn't have a cover for a reason. If this cover was here, I would get probably banned off of YouTube. But anyway, this is a documentary about nannies, I guess. And let's play this from the beginning in this case. And right at the start, FBI warning, I can't even pause this, I can't even get to the main menu, I can't skip or anything, right? That's the most annoying thing about DVDs. And this one wasn't too bad. There is worse though, like there's some things that go for like a minute. I've seen 5 minutes of stuff I can't skip. That's the worst I got so far. So anyway, that's one thing that sucks about DVDs, everyone knows. And this DVD is special actually. It is especially botched. I hope you can see this. I'm gonna just full screen this a little. As you can see, the interlacing of this DVD is completely botched. So what's the case here is let's roughly get top right here, whatever, okay. Yeah, the interlacing order, like the field order, is actually botched on here. That sucks. Also, don't mind about the aspect ratio. It's like just the capture here. It's 4:3 on my monitor here. Right. So I figured, what if you could fix all these issues? One being not being able to skip. All this, like, I don't know, all these warnings no one cares about, or stuff like this. You just saw some botched DVD. I can tell many of this studio's DVDs are like that, so a good fraction has this botched interlacing. So also sorry about this OBS here. So I went ahead. There is gonna be a premium line of my tools. Just gonna build this here. Just wait a second. And this didn't build. I screwed up. Okay, now it built. For some reason this one didn't, so let's just kill this. Okay, let's just hit enter here and kill this server, restart the server. It's gonna say home premium in that case, and let's see what magic it does. So let's just remount this disk. And I'm just going to scroll left right on this just so it doesn't auto mount. Okay, now it mounted it. Here's a message. I hope this is readable. Good. Let's just put this to the top right again. Remove prohibited user operations from disk image. So that's a default for every DVD here on this premium line. This removed like all this, like you can't skip the warnings and so on. This is gonna work for most of DVDs, not all of them. Some are scripted a bit to circumvent stuff like that even, but for most DVDs this works. So this is gonna let me skip to the main menu instantly, and all this is done on the fly, so it's not kind of even caching or like you're writing this to a new ISO somewhere. Yeah, this is all done on the fly transparently for the end user. And here there's a database in the server where it knows which DVDs are botched like this with the interlacing, and it's gonna patch that in memory as well. So this just took like a couple seconds. I'm gonna work on it to be like, running asynchronously in the background while already mounting this, and then having this a bit more seamlessly, in particular if the hard drive speed is not up to the task. Right, so let's start this from the beginning. So the PS3 is going to pretend to never have seen this DVD, because if you don't, you could potentially skip to the main menu after you watched it once or so. So let's just play from the beginning. And I can press square right away. I'm in the main menu. Press start.
Dear diary.
And the interlacing is fixed. Let me. As you can see, this is all like 60 FPS.
Happened yesterday.
As long as my capture card is not. Let me just check if there's some. Okay, something going on? No.
Well, I didn't feel very.
I hope this comes at 60 on the recording, but as you can see, I can skip field by field, and it's gonna show a new frame each, which is awesome. So this DVD is fixed on the fly in that case. And yeah, I'm planning more than that. Like there's some DVDs that have aspect ratio set wrong. I could fix that in the same manner. Yeah, and so on. That's basically the extra features I'm talking about. So that is pretty much it. I think if I wanted to talk about something else, do you talk about everything I wanted today? Oh, DK mount, last thing. Let's talk about that. So it could be that your list is too large or something. You lost track where everything is. Like you just quickly want to mount something that's. Oh, come on! No, okay. What if this list is too large and you would have to scroll endlessly and you don't even know where it is based on this ordering? What you can do is, let's kill this. I can just go into server and say DK mount. Let's have the server in the top left, this on the top bottom left, I mean, this on the top left, and then I can just say DK mount, DVD ISO, and let's just close this. Oh yeah, I need to DK PS3 IP equals. You can also set this in the central like config, JSON config in the etc directory, and then just hit this, and it should be mounting. Obviously that didn't work. Oh, wrong IP. 24 is this PC, 82 is the PS3. And as you can see, it mounts it. It runs the unboxing, which is going to be better in the future. But yeah, it mounted it. So you can also mount anything else you want. If you have it like easily available somewhere, like you can just search for it on your rig and then just mount this like that. That's just some convenience feature. So it's just gonna invoke some webman feature to mount the path on the network, and it's just working. Good. I think I'm done here. Hope that was interesting and hoping for adoption. Also, yeah, the premium line, it's not quite ready yet. I'm gonna look about payment options and so on. Obviously it's gonna be like, yeah, there's a fee involved if you want this, because it's gonna save you a lot of time basically. And other features are actually like all the tools are more performant. Let's do that as a last thing. So for example, DVD and Blu-ray video, if I hit DKM on this 2010 revision, this is gonna be much quicker because it's gonna be parallelized, and it's using hardware instructions for these like checksums. So even though this is, yeah, you can see all these came through at once because it was like limited by disk speed. Yeah, these are done in parallel. Okay, MD5 is like the one that doesn't have hardware instructions. But yeah, this basically runs through much quicker. So I'm not artificially slowing down the normal version, but I'm just adding parallelization and hardware instructions to make this quicker, especially for Blu-rays. Oh god, I'm not even showing this because the PS3 is there. Sorry for that. We can also just move that away. As you can see here, like, it's much quicker. In that case, CSV 32 is the quickest because it's the most simple. And here these went through at the same time roughly. And again, MD5 is gonna be the slowest because it doesn't have like the hardware instructions. And for Blu-rays, as I said, it's gonna be a blessing. Like, but okay, if you can wait like 10 minutes for this to run through on the normal version, like if that's okay to you, you can just use that as well. Like, no problem. It just is the time you save worth it to you. Just like with the DVDs I showed, as you can skip to the main menu seamlessly, it's gonna save you time. If that time is worth like a couple bucks, you might consider buying the premium line, which again, couple weeks away, maybe a month. Like, I need to look at the payment options and everything. Not quite like sure how I'm gonna do this just yet, but keep an ear out. Check my Discord about this project, and yeah, any questions you can just post them anywhere on the YouTube video or in the Discord or by email if you want. That is it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon for maybe even more as soon as I have new features. Yeah. So long. Bye bye.